What's up, everybody? Joe B here with yet another Q&A series for SameDaySupplements.com. This one brought to you by our YouTube subscriber, RDBR. Thank you so much for the question. And this one is, what's the difference of time absorption between a concentrate, isolate, and hydrolyzed whey? He just wants to make sure the price justifies, or that the price is justified for the other types of whey out there. So the absorption rates of them definitely do vary. And if you actually Google what I'm about to say, you can find a nice chart that we're going to throw up here in a second that shows you at least concentrate, isolate, and then casein. So your hydrolyzed is usually starting to be digested and absorbed within 15 minutes. Then you have your isolate, which is about 30 minutes. Then you have your concentrate, which is about 60 minutes. And you have your casein, which is about, I want to say it's about 120 minutes, 120, 160, I forgot. So that means when it starts to be digesting, and then it trickles off about another half hour or so for each of them. I believe it's almost around the same for when you stop, except for casein, it's a little bit of a longer curve. So does the price justify the different types? It depends on your other supplementation. For instance, if you're eating, if you're hitting calories and your macros are on point, you're making progress, then you might be able to get away with just a concentrate and save money on the isolates and hydrolyzed whey. But if you are also, the same token, someone who believes in that post-workout immediate absorption of protein, then it's going to be worth it to you to spend the extra money on a hydrolyzed or an isolate, just because that quicker absorption rate will hit your stream, your bloodstream a lot quicker. And of course, the quality of protein sometimes is increased with an isolate or hydrolyzed. So the percentage of protein in the powder you're buying is increased. So you have to keep that into mind as well. Sometimes the concentrates can only be 30% protein, whereas your isolates and hydrolyzed can be 90% protein. You know, by volume. So you have a scoop, of that scoop, you have 30% and 90% of that being your quality protein sources. So there's always that. Do I personally think the price justifies, or the price is justified? I would at least go for the isolates for post-workout or for pre-workout if you're in a fasted state. For all of the times, I would go off a concentrate. So I would probably keep both on hand and have the concentrate more for my day-to-day meals if I'm just trying to hit my protein macro, and then more of the isolate or hydrolyzed for pre and post. That'll be my recommendation for you, and I hope I answered your question. If not, comment below and I will answer your follow-up question via YouTube reply. For everybody else though, if you have a new question, I'll do a video response for it if you comment below or email me personally at joeb@SameDaySupplements.com. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, stay aesthetic.